There seems to be a problem with society mistaking opinions as facts. This one is a very heated one, but surprisingly the answer is very straightforward. Today's video we're going to talk about, from a purely scientific perspective, why being gay is a choice and is not genetic, and no one is truly born that way. And all you have to do, it's pretty simple, is look up gay gene. And already look what we have. The first article that pops up is from The Atlantic, saying that no, scientists have not found the gay gene. And you may have this one article that is in support of it, but as you continue to go down, right here, John Hopkins, psychiatrist, it says again that there is no gay gene. Now, what I like to do personally is go to the news on Google.com. It gives much more detail. And right here already we see cross map. Got the link right over here. It says, for the first time a majority of Americans say that homosexuals are born that way. But according to the latest Gallup poll, 51% of Americans say that people are born gay or lesbian, while only 30% say outside factors such as upbringing and environment determine sexual orientation. So right now, America, because I'm an American, is at the point where the vast majority of us do believe that is not a choice, and you are born that way. However, as it says down here, science would not bear that out. No fewer than 8 major studies from around the world have found homosexuality is not a genetic condition. In fact, Peter Sprigg of the Family Research Council says that these numerous, rigorous studies of identical twins have now made it impossible to argue that there is a gay gene. If homosexuality were inborn and predetermined, then when one identical twin is homosexual, the other should be as well. Yet, one study from Yale and Columbia, 2 very respected universities, found homosexuality common to only 6.7% of male identical twins and 5.3% of female identical twins. So, according to these studies, no one is born gay. Right here I have another article. This one is from onenewsnow.com, and if you want to look those up and do some research of your own, feel more than free to. I'm going to read this paragraph. Homosexual activists have been desperate to try to say they're born that way because they believe this absolves them of their moral responsibility from their sexual behavior, he shares. And they know that if the public believes that people are, quote, born gay, then the public is much more accepting of homosexual activism. And that's exactly what we've seen in culture. The harsh truth is that the born this way slogan is completely false and doesn't really have any good footing in science. Here's another paragraph, and this is said from La Barbara. And it says, I think the evidence is becoming so overwhelming that there is no gauging that even liberal-minded academics are forced to concede this point, he adds. The homosexual lobby and a lot of people in it banked on the gay gene theory to win sympathy. It worked. But the evidence continues to mount against that theory. And this just goes on and on and on. I've read numerous articles, all detailing the harsh fact that there is no science behind the gay gene. Being gay is a choice. Now again, though I am religious, I will admit, I'm approaching this from a purely scientific approach. For over 40 years, scientists have been looking for a gay gene. And yet, 40 years later, here we are, and we have nothing to show for it. We have an alcoholic gene, quite a few of them. One is called GABA, and the other is GABRG3, as well as NF1. These genes make it more likely for you to become an alcoholic. We have smoking genes, the DRD2, which again makes someone much more likely to become addicted to smoking and tobacco. Yet, why can't we find a gay gene? After 40 years worth of research, many scientists are starting to conclude if we haven't found one now, we may never find one. It seems as though it's not there. It seems very apparent that it's a lifestyle choice. Now you may wonder, okay, well, if this is the case, why are there so many videos in favor of it? Why does the media pretend like it is a choice? Look at all these videos in favor of it. The reason why is because the LGBTQ group, which is the lesbian, bisexual, gay, trans, queer, that group of people, they use the media and they use their born that way propaganda and they weaponize it. And they use it to shame anyone who goes against them and says that it is a choice. That being said, they're dead wrong. There's no science behind them. They will say things like, well, our critics are religious, but I'm approaching this from a purely scientific, and you may do your own research. The science speaks for itself. We have not found any gay genes. There are theories, but none of them have been really proven to be true and reliable. They've been very, very inconsistent. And this isn't just a problem in America. Just at this point, the entire world, the average man falsely believes, as you may have believed before watching this video, perhaps while watching this video, and maybe even after watching this video, that they're born that way. But as I've just shown you, you've seen the scientific proof for yourself. There is no gay gene. They are not born that way. They may say they are, but they are not. Now, it could be a lifestyle choice. I would think it is. Some think of it as a mental illness. It could be a variety of things. It could be environment, the way someone is raised, rather than looking at the biological reasoning behind sexual orientation. Maybe we should look into the mental and environmental to really figure out what we're dealing with. Before I end this video, I want to mention something. Some have arguments such as, well, animals do homosexual activities. Keep in mind, animals also eat their babies on a regular basis, sometimes for no apparent reason. Eat their own feces, throw their own feces. And, more importantly, the animals who engage in homosexual activities don't engage exclusively in homosexual activities. Many of these will proceed to have heterosexual sexual relations. So at best, they're bisexual. Not truly homosexual, dedicated to having sex with someone of the same sex as they are, as humans do, where humans will only have sex male on male and refuse to have sex with a female, something that animals simply won't do. That is it for this video. It has been a while since I've uploaded. I've been working on a few videos and upload schedule, but I really want to address this in a way that there would be little doubt in the way of science that this gay science it's just a hoax. It's propaganda. And the media just makes it worse. I'm sure this video is going to get a lot of dislikes. When you speak the truth, generally people don't like you. But this needed to be said. Alright, this is Superscribe. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below.